feel like a lot of the time, especially early on in the meta, like when we were just having ultimate drop, people would, yeah, just toss Lucina on there, just toss Palutena on there, and then you're main and you're good to go, right? Because those are some easy characters. But if you think about it, the more characters you're playing against as well, it makes it more difficult because now you have to know the minutia of 3 matchups with this character instead of just, you know, just the one matchup that you're dealing with. So that makes it even harder to play on the fly with a character you're less familiar with. So.
Absolutely. And, of course, we're kicking things off, starting actually with that Sephiroth from RavenKing and the Duck Hunt from H4. And this is going to be already a pretty interesting start, actually. You know, obviously, RavenKing going to be wanting to get up close, but, you know, having that long sword to deal with the projectiles. Meanwhile, obviously, H4 just going to be zoning away, just keeping this, you know, long silver-haired man away from them.
Ooh, I feel like, yeah, they both kind of want to play almost at a mid-range game where, you know, the can is effective, that play pigeon is effective, but then that forward tilt becomes terrifying. So they both got their spots that they like to be at. It really just depends on who's able to find that crucial hit. So far, H4 has been doing the most of it.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, while we were talking in that first few seconds, H4 was just going absolutely crazy, already getting Sephiroth into that mode, the one-winged angel mode, obviously giving him the super armor on the attacks as well, and, you know, that third jump. But it's looking pretty dicey here for RavenKing, 125. Meanwhile, H4 still sitting quite happily at very low 21%.
Yeah, and I feel like that one-winged angel is probably one of the reasons why we see Sephiroth as the first character. There's a couple of characters like that. Even also, you'll see Joker on this squad of RavenKing here that has that extra meter built in that you benefit more, honestly, from being first. Both of those characters do, because then you get the most out of that meter.
Yeah, absolutely. But H4 just coming out and saying, I really, truly do not care about this Sephiroth. Absolutely eliminating them, and finally the Ike coming out as well. So this is now RavenKing's opportunity to get something going here, and already off to a much, much better start. Tacking on a fair bit of damage and just on the hunt for this kill well. But H4, again, now has a lead, so can just, you know, sit the safe distance and zone away happily.
Has been very, very slippery in the corner, and I think also a lot of the moves that H4 has been tossing out that hit like RavenKing's shield, he's less familiar with how to punish them. Duck Hunt's not a super duper common character, so he's getting away with a lot.
Yeah, and again, this is what makes just Squad Strike so interesting as well, because you are definitely going to see some unfamiliar characters. As you say, you know, Duck Hunt not the most popular or, you know, known character in the game, you know, so definitely you could be hit by a few kind of, you know, matchup inexperiences, and especially when you got 3 characters coming at you all at once, you know, you've got to, you know, remember how to deal with each of them on the fly.
Yeah. Even that dash attack not quite going to do it. RavenKing, a ton of damage on H4, but he's racked up a ton on himself as well. The can almost getting them both here, but still living. Yeah,
and again, a can just exploding there, sending RavenKing away, allowing H4 to come back quite safely. RavenKing really needs to find the stop, but H4 is just stubbornly hanging on, refuses to go down.
Both at 150%. Ike definitely has more stray hits that'll do it, but the back air is enough from H4. Push it to the Joker, who traditionally doesn't have the best kill power in the world until Big Daddy Arsene comes through. But honestly, at these percents, just about anything should do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you say, that meter has just filled up real quick, and now Arsene is on the verge coming out. Does come out and lands the strong back air as well to take that stock away, and now here comes the Pikachu. The main is out.
And now we get to do a little bit of damage, take away some of that meter, and this is where it becomes difficult because you spend that meter to go into Arsene. Sometimes there's even characters where it lags a little bit, you know, between characters, so a lot of that meter gets drained. It can be difficult to make the most of it. It's already gone now, and 80% on RavenKing. He's got a mountain to climb.
He really, really does. And I mean, H4 can just sit so happily, and oh, you could do that, I suppose. Yeah, that works too, H4, you know.
H4 waited a little bit to go for that really late forward air, trying to catch a late recovery. Didn't happen, but even after that, just the quick attack hitbox being enough to interrupt and keep RavenKing from being able to grab the ledge. Pikachu can just go so deep. That's nothing new. Getting really aggressive with the edge guarding.
And of course, like, so H4 definitely, you know, was sitting so happily in that game where, you know, just constantly in the lead, never really allowing RavenKing much of a chance to actually come back. And you can just go deep in the, because you've got such a big lead. Right, but we are going to be seeing a switch here from RavenKing. The Sephiroth is no more, but the Byleth is coming out instead.
Yeah, and that leads me to believe Byleth first, which means definitely an immediate counter pick on the side of H4, going to the Pikachu, trying to take advantage of that tether and that slowness of the character. I think Byleth coming through maybe is just a way to more consistently deal with Duck Hunt, because it looks like Sephiroth wasn't doing it and put him off on the wrong foot. But
yeah, absolutely. And of course, you know, we're also seeing a change here, a little change from H4, as the Pikachu is now the one out first. So actually going to be starting off the main. Normally something that a lot of players do like to keep as their anchor in Squad Strike. You know, save the main for the very last in case you need to, you know, just seal up, you know, just clutch out a game. But H4 actually saying, you know what, I'm going to start off strong.
Right, I know if my Duck Hunt can take care of the other two characters, I expect that the new one is an answer to Duck Hunt. I'm going to try to take them out with my main first and then have Duck Hunt clear the way afterwards, right?
And of course, you know, the Duck Hunt was out for a lot of game one, but obviously H4 did not have much time with the Pikachu, so yeah, and we didn't even see the Cloud come out.
No.
So, you know, definitely H4, I think this is a smart choice from them, just, you know, not allowing RavenKing to actually, you know, use the knowledge they gained from the game one to deal with the Duck Hunt, but just starting with the Pikachu, which wasn't out for very long at all. Yeah,
keep it cold, and then Duck Hunt as the anchor is definitely the play. Now, RavenKing has put on a lot of damage on the Pikachu, but ice him out a little bit at the ledge. Forward air does bring out the Cloud now. Just going to see if we can make the Cloud push through to the Joker, or maybe if we're going to see like a reverse and have RavenKing just go super far with this Byleth.
Yeah, I mean, and again, this is kind of, you know, referring back to what we saw before, the Duck Hunt out for so long, so not even going to be seconds come out now. It is going to be the anchor for H4 if it gets that point. But RavenKing playing so well there, but unfortunately, Cybees are going to get punished hard.
That is a very unsafe move. There's a reason you don't see it super duper often, as cool as it looks. And now we've got limit on Cloud, immediately spend it, and I like that just to get the damage, because you don't know when you're going to have another opportunity here with Arsene so close.
Okay, Arsene has come out, as you say, and now this is where RavenKing really needs to go on the offensive, but you can see H4 actually just slowing down, but RavenKing does find a grab there, getting a little bit more damage. H4 just stalling themselves in the air as well. They're intent on just keeping this meter down as much as they can. They do not want to get punished by Arsene.
Tries to go for the empty hand, or empty land into the grab, but RavenKing smells it out.
Of course, the Arsene is gone as well, and that is a lot of damage on RavenKing right now. So they're going to have to play so safely, but unfortunately the play beam just going to come out and swipe that stock away, and now it's down to just the Ike to seal up this Cloud stock, and then, of course, you got to deal with the Duck Hunt afterwards as well.
And that's been a problem.
Yeah.
That Duck Hunt has been a problem. We'll see if we get any extra damage from the Cloud to make it that much more difficult, or if maybe RavenKing can clean this up even and figure out something that he didn't know game one against that Duck Hunt.
But RavenKing actually doing a very nice job here of actually just not getting hit at all. They recognize the position they're in. Unfortunately, yeah, of course, yeah, commentator's curse moment right there. Just, you know, getting hit. But the RB does find his target and takes away the stock. And now, Neva, here it is.
32%, not too bad to get into it as well, but we saw, I think last time, Duck Hunt was at about 100% whenever the Ike dropped initially, so it's not anything new that H4 has to deal with here.
Yeah, and already though, this Duck Hunt just off to a blazing start. 75% tacked on to this Ike, and it is only climbing. RavenKing really going to have to dig deep here if they want to find this game, because H4 is intent on not giving it to them.
And these aerials, the forward air, back air, really just feel like he can contest that sword range with the Duck there. It's a silly thing to say, but that Duck is one heck of a disjoint.
Absolutely, yeah. And right now, RavenKing doing a super nice job of actually making his comeback, defining their hits. You know, this certainly could swing either way. It was looking so good for H4. Huge up smash was being charged up there, but it was just snuffed out.
Just barely not fast enough, and the air dodge coming through. Not going to find a punish on the ether either. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, H4 really got to watch out for him. you know, as RavenKing could absolutely take away the stock with one strong hit. Something like that forward tilt or neutral air could definitely connect into other moves and seal up this game. Of course, RavenKing sitting 162% as well. That is no small number, so they're going to play so carefully. The Ether comes out, and it is going to get punished by the up air. And H4 taking away that game and that set 2-0.